Hi, I'm Matt.
I'm Phyllis.
I'm Kathleen.
And you're watching Word of Mouth.
Attention, quick match, slow match, left turn, right turn, about turn, double up, salute, open your hat, stand at ease, fall in, fall out, fall down, get ready, quick match, slow match, left turn, right turn, about turn, double up, salute, open your hat, stand at ease, fall in, fall out, fall down, get ready.
I went to see Fela, the musical.
Fela was a real person. It's not a fictional story. It's based on a true event, the life of Fela Kuti.
Fela is an African musician from Lagos, Nigeria, and he's a revolutionary guy. He has big ideas, and he wants to change Nigeria and change Africa.
So he uses his music as a weapon, basically, to fight the government, and becomes very, very politically active and also a threat to the Nigerian government.
It takes you right down the road from his boyhood, his dreams as a young boy, all the way through to, you know, this creation of his life and his music, and his death. You know, all the way straight through. The
role is very demanding, the Fela role, so there's actually two different Felas you can see depending on what night you go to the show. And we saw Sarnagwaja, and he was just off the wall good.
From the inside out, every motion of his body, every syllable that he sings brings this person to life.
He was fantastic. He was very, very deep in his delivery and very serious and very able to just speak to you like he was speaking one-on-one, like you could have been, you know, across the table.
Fela's main teacher, his main mentor in his life was his mother. She's played by Lilias White. While it's not a large role, is a pivotal role, and she plays it perfectly.
Her voice is beautiful. The ballads that she sings to and about him and about her life, she's a very strong, independent, liberated woman for her time, and very well portrayed by the actress.
Sekan Sanglo plays Sandra, who is another integral part of Fela's life.
She had beautiful musical numbers and was very talented, very, very good delivery, and, you know, very interesting to watch. But she was just really stood out.
The cast as a whole was very good. The interesting thing about the theater and the stage is the cast runs up and down the aisles a lot, and they're doing like African dancing stuff in the aisles, and so you get a lot of like energy flowing through the theater.
You can get caught up in just the musicality of it alone with the dancing and the singing, and then when you take into account the lyrics and how incredibly topical they are for that time and how politically charged they are, it becomes quite an event.
The band was great, and they were in the back of the stage the whole time. You could see them performing. They were right on stage, and they were really good. Bill
T. Jones directed and choreographed the show. If you know Bill T. Jones, you're expecting something very avant-garde, very unusual, very cutting edge, very current. So I wasn't surprised by what was presented on stage. If you're expecting a traditional Broadway song and dance show, that's not what's happening here.
It's like everything seemed and felt very authentic. The dancing was not, you know, overdone. It didn't feel like it was forced. It was all very indigenous and very natural and really just took up the space. Just the air that was flowing around the room was sucked right into the choreography.
I don't even know how the actors have the stamina to do this 8 times a week. I mean, it's just amazing. And if you're in the audience, be forewarned that you too shall be dancing during the show. You're at a nightclub, so it's completely interactive.
I think like you had a lot of people who were like, oh my God, they want me to dance. Oh, you know, like there was a lot of people who were very, very, you know, like, you know, frozen in their seat. But then there were a lot of people who were really just willing to throw down and just, you know, hop around and do whatever they were asked to do. And it was really fun.
Some of the topics that they're talking about are pretty heavy. By him sort of interacting with the audience, it's sort of, you know, leveled that out a little bit so you're not in too deep on this hard African story.
I thought it was a pleasant surprise for me. Not something I would have probably, you know, come to see, but having the opportunity to have come, I'm glad I did get to see it. It was very, very good.
I really enjoyed the show. It's almost like an African history lesson as you're watching it also. Through the music and through the projections on the screen and the story that Fela tells, you really get a sense of Africa and a sense of what it's like to live there and be a part of Nigeria.
I would recommend it to people. It's a good, I mean, you can bring your kids. It's very lively. I like to be surprised, so I'm happy that I got to, have a little layer that I would never have probably explored.
Overall, I would really recommend this show. I enjoyed it. You have to be ready to go to another place. You have to be willing to suspend your disbelief, enter this nightclub, and let them take you on the journey. I think if you go in with that attitude, you will really have an amazing experience.